Shalom, Yeladim. Mr. Sull and Avraham here. Avraham would like to say shalom. Say shalom, Avraham. If you remember last week, we were talking about Passover and if Avraham was studying, and he wasn't doing really great, were you, Avraham? So I asked you if you would do some more studying and come back and see how you did this week. So let's find out just how Avraham has been doing. So let's ask Avraham some questions about Passover and see if he has been studying and if he knows anything. Are you ready, Avraham? Okay, let's try it and find out. So my first question, Avraham, do you know the name of the meal and the ceremony that we have at home when we celebrate Passover? Do you know what it's called? No, it's not called Vader. Vader, what, like Darth Vader? It has nothing to do with Star Wars. Now try it again. Try it again. Raider, what, like the Oakland Raiders, the Los Angeles Raiders? No, it's not a football team. We call it a Seder. A Seder. All right? The name of the meal is called a Seder. Do you know why we call it a Seder? No, we don't call it a Seder because it looks like a crater. It has nothing to do with craters. It's not the moon. We call it a Seder because it means order. No, not like you're ordering food. You're not ordering food. That's not what we call it. Order, like, the order. We do everything in the right order. We start with certain songs and blessings, and we keep on going and do everything in the right order. For example, we don't do the 4 questions at the end of the Seder. We do it in the right order. Okay, so that's a Seder. All right, let's try another one and see what you know. Okay, so why do we call the holiday Passover? Do you know why we call it Passover? No, it's not because airplanes pass over. They didn't have airplanes thousands of years ago. We certainly don't call it because airplanes pass over. Try it again. What's passing over? No, it's not because clouds pass over. I mean, yeah, clouds pass over sometimes, but we could have a sunny day. It would still be Passover. No, we call it Passover because the 10th plague, when the firstborn of the Egyptians were slain, the Israelites' homes were passed over. They put the blood of a ram on their doorpost so the angel of death would know they were the Israelites and the death passed over their homes. All right, let's try another one. What was the title of the Egyptian ruler? What was he called? The Egyptian ruler, what was he called? No, he wasn't King George. King George was the ruler when the Americans got their freedom in 1776. Let's try it again. No, it wasn't Louis XVI of France. That was the French Revolution in 1789. No, he was called the Pharaoh. Have you ever heard that before, Pharaoh? Yeah, maybe. Okay, Pharaoh. All right. Well, let's try it again. All right, another question. At the Seder, there's a food that we dip in salt water. Do you know what we dip in salt water? I can hardly wait to hear what this is going to be. What do we dip in salt water? No, it isn't coconuts. We don't dip coconuts in salt water. Try it again. No, we don't dip bananas in salt water. I mean, really, bananas? No, come on. I'll give you a hint. It's green. Cucumbers. I don't know, maybe somebody dips cucumbers, but usually we dip something like parsley, maybe lettuce. Most people use parsley. All right. Now, do you know why we dip parsley in salt water? What is the reason? Because it tastes great? I don't know. I mean, some people might like the taste, some people don't. Now, try it again. To wash it. Well, I know we have to wash all our food, especially these days, but that's not the reason. It's because when the Israelites were slaves, they were crying very bitter tears. And salt water reminds us of tears, of the bitterness and the hardship that the Israelites had when they were slaves in Egypt. All right, let's try another one. Why do we sing the 4 questions? Why do we say the 4 questions? What's the reason? What are the 4 questions, or what are they all about? To learn how to swing from trees? Really? Is that the best you can? No, not so we can learn how to swing from trees. It has nothing to do with swinging from trees. Try it again. To learn how to make banana matzah sandwiches? No, you don't have to learn how to make a banana matzah sandwiches. You take a banana, you put it on matzah, and that's it. You don't have to have a whole ceremony about it. No, we sing the 4 questions so we can learn the story of Passover. What happened? Why are we celebrating? Why are we having the holiday? And why are we celebrating Passover? That's why we have the 4 questions. It tells the story. All right, let's try it. One more question. All right, one more question. All right, now, Passover is a very special holiday, and it's all about freedom. So what does freedom mean to you? You can swing on any tree you want. Okay, that's not bad. Can you think of anything else that might have to do with freedom? You can eat bananas whenever you want. Well, I guess you can eat bananas whenever you want. But how about freedom of religion? To have your own religion and to worship God whenever you want and to pray the way you want to. Is that a good reason? How about the freedom to live your life the way you believe and believe whatever you want? And the freedom that we can be Jews without being treated badly. How's that for a good freedom? All right, so we celebrate when the Israelites got their freedom and they weren't slaves anymore and they left Egypt on their way to the land of Israel. Now, freedom means that we can be as we want, believe what we want, pray as we want. That's freedom. And I'm sure it might be different for you. You might have some other ideas, but those are good ideas too. All right, Avraham. I don't know if we're going to have time to talk about Hebrew today, but I hope you'll be studying for next time. Promise? All right, Avraham. Wish everybody a good, happy Passover and a Chag Sameach. Shalom, everybody. Chag Sameach. Have a happy and joyous Passover.